County reported approximately 634,000 ballots. Since then, we've now seen a reporting of 714,859 ballots. That is a difference in approximately 80,000 ballots that have been willed or spoken into existence. Now, Brenda Snipes says that every ballot is about 5 pages long. So that would mean, since Election Day, since the election ended, since it was over, that 295,000 pages have magically appeared somewhere in Broward County to affect the outcome of this election. There is no way that happened legitimately, and we deserve answers to find out how over 400,000 pages of ballots seem to have just magically materialized since the election, since Election Day. Now already, the Gillum campaign and the Nelson campaign are objecting to the disqualification of ballots cast by non-citizens. People who aren't even citizens of this country. Even when Democrat supervisors of elections dictate that these are non-citizens, the Gillum campaign and the Nelson campaign apparently object to the fact that non-citizens shouldn't be voting in the state of Florida.
What about the dead people?
Yesterday, media observers were told that they had to turn off their cameras in the Palm Beach County Supervisor of Elections Office. They were told that if they continued to film the activities at the Palm Beach Supervisor of Elections Office, that law enforcement would escort them, that they would be arrested, that they would be removed. That's the type of stuff that you expect to see in Russia or China or authoritarian regimes. We shouldn't be throwing the media out when people are trying to do their job and when we're trying to see what's going on. Now, yesterday also, a judge ruled that Brenda Snipes violated the Florida Constitution and its transparency laws. Brenda Snipes had a legal obligation to make public records available, and she did not do that. We as Floridians have a constitutional right to access records, to access ballots and vote tallies and ballot reconciliation records and the records that each machine prints out at the conclusion of the day. Brenda Snipes didn't produce the records. She got hauled into court, and a judge said she violated the Constitution. That, in addition with her record, should result in her immediate suspension as the Supervisor of Elections in Broward County.
Stop the steal!
Last night, just over there, I was trying to film as items were being moved in and outside of trucks. And we had armed law enforcement tell us that we had to leave, that we were a security threat because we wanted to film what was going on with our own election process. This is not transparency, and it's not allowed. This morning, a judge ruled that Palm Beach County was illegally counting duplicated ballots. They had no right to do that. Ballots were coming in. The Palm Beach County Supervisor of Elections was counting those duplicated ballots, and they were never sending them to the canvassing board. And so a judge ruled this morning that the Palm Beach County Supervisor of Elections had broken the law. And yet she stays in office. It's outrageous. They should both be gone.
Crooked Democrats.
Crooked! Just today, there are media reports of provisional ballots that are illegal being mixed with provisional ballots that are legal. Just today, there are reports that election equipment is being found in the city of Tamarack. Now, I don't know if that equipment's from the 2018 election. I don't know if it's from the 2016 election. For all I know, they're still counting ballots for Al Gore back there.
Yes, baby.
It's an outrage. Rick Scott was elected the United States Senator by the people of Florida. Ron DeSantis was elected governor by the people of Florida. And Matt Caldwell was elected the Agriculture Commissioner of the state of Florida. We believe that every ballot should be counted. We believe that every recount that is authorized by law should occur. But we also believe that those votes should be legal and legitimate, that those ballots should have a chain of custody, and that if anybody has been proven already to have violated court orders, violated state statutes, and then violated the Constitution of the state of Florida, they should be removed. And so I am again calling on Governor Rick Scott to do his job and to suspend Brenda Snipes, to suspend Susan Booker in Palm Beach County, and to place these offices in a state of receivership under the Secretary of State. We should have full transparency. We should turn all the cards face up, count every ballot, do it legally, do it right, and then certify an election for the legitimately elected Republicans that won the state of Florida. Thank you all very much.
Lock her up.
Questions?
Lock her up. 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 Lock her up.
Questions.
Yeah, question. Can we see what's in the boxes?
Yeah, those are cards.
It's paper. Why do you think Governor Rick Scott didn't remove Brenda Snipes while he was still governor?
Well, he is the governor.
Right,
and he needs to remove her.
Yeah.
Governor Scott has the legal authority to remove Brenda Snipes and to remove Susan
Why
Booker,
wasn't she
and he needs
removed?
to exercise that authority.
Why wasn't she removed though when she was already destroying ballots?
Fake news.
Conflict of interest for him to act as governor and do so, and then also be a candidate for Senate.
The Secretary of State is a nonpartisan position. It was confirmed by an overwhelming bipartisan vote of the Florida Senate. The Secretary of State is the chief elections officer in the state of Florida, and he should be here running this election, not the people who've already been proven to break the law, break the Constitution, and then violate court orders.
So should Governor Scott remove her from office and also be running for Senate?
Well, he won the Senate election. He won the Senate election, but in terms of finishing these ballots, Governor Scott ought to ensure that the Secretary of State, which insulates the governor, comes in here with full transparency. And I would have no objection to including someone like a Bob Butterworth or some Democrat official that could participate as well. We don't want this to be a partisan outcome, but we want to count every legitimate ballot, not the ballots that are showing up in the dark at night. Any other questions from the media?
How do we restore faith in the voter now? How do we reinstate faith in this whole system?
That's a great question.
Snipes,
The only way to restore faith is to have
She's a
full
crook.
transparency and confidence in elections. If you've got supervisors of elections playing hide the ball, letting some people go back and not others, if you've got supervisors of elections threatening the media with law enforcement if they don't leave, that does not inspire trust and confidence. These people should be removed and replaced, and then we ought to certify these elections under their legitimate outcome with legal ballots.
Will you be there tomorrow watching?
What's that?
Will you be there tomorrow inside watching the recount?
Well, we'll do all we can to ensure that we have the right transparency.
Yes.
Yes, thank you all very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.